Computer.
Got
Okay,
it.
awesome. Admit we have Susan McKenzie joining us. Oh my God, what an amazing group of women. I'm so happy today that you three are here because I'm going to try something new. I'm going to practice something that I learned on Monday about just keeping a workshop in order and not going overtime and keeping it tight. We all like tight. Okay. So, yeah, let's just get going. I'll see if people come in. I'll just keep an eye on, hi, good morning, Susan.
There
Good
she is.
morning. I'm just gonna keep an eye on people coming in because I did send out the link today. I didn't do the registration thing, which I think is going to be more helpful for people, especially in my email list. So I'll just start off here by saying good morning because you need to sing it. Who wants to hear something really totally exciting that blew my mind?
Give
Yeah,
her.
of course, of course. Like, who doesn't want to start their day like that, right? Um, what are the primary colors? You can just
Red,
unmute.
blue, and yellow.
Yes, look at you. This is amazing. So, what I find absolutely fascinating is that every color we see, every color in nature, like in our rooms, in our homes, our clothes, every color on this planet is made up of those three colors. Like, think about that. Is that magical?
Can I add a thought there?
You can totally add a thought there.
Do you realize the colors you see are the colors that are actually reflected and not the colors that are there?
Of course.
Okay. Just check.
Yes. Well, you should know because you are a color person, Sharon. So
Oh,
that's good
well,
information. We need to add that in. Yeah, absolutely. The reflections of and the fractions of all of those colors make like just the three colors just make up everything. So I want you to just look around your office and check out the colors. Like, look at them. Look at all the colors that I'm seeing here. Every single one is made up of different fractions of just those three colors. Like, it's pretty fascinating.
right?
Yeah, yeah, right there. So most of you know my name's Amy Bell and I'm a brand consultant. And there's something even more fascinating about this information because you can actually tap into that energy and use it to expand and grow your business. Who knew that? Yes, of course, Susan, of course. So I use the transformative and energetic properties of those three colors every day to create unique brand stories for my clients that set their world on fire, which means they're shifting their energy. They're actually using the power of color and using it to draw in the kinds of clients that are really locked and loaded to work with them. When you implement color into your brand, like the energy of color, not just I'm going to pick blue because I like blue, but actually know the intention behind the color, then this is what sets me on fire. So my intention is that by the end of this workshop, all of you are going to be working with me in a one-to-one basis because I'm holding on to some pretty powerful information here, right? Like, I want to tell you a story about it, just so you can get an idea of what kind of information we have in our possession through this color. Like, really, as you're sitting here on this call, there is actually like success locked up in your name, in your business name, in your birthday. And once you learn that, you might want to write this down. Once you learn that, how to tap into your business, it's going to take off like a rocket, like seriously. So let me tell you this story. when I first started working on color and numerology, like most women, I put my full name up on Facebook so my classmates could find me, right? Like I put Amy Blankensop Barroso. It was long, but I wanted my friends from school to find me. So I put it out there. And then I started to study color and numerology. And I was like, I wonder what that energy is. Like, what does my name look like in color? So I took each letter of my name and it converts to a number. And then that number converts to a color. And that color is located in one of these bottles behind me. And then you line up the bottles in front of you and you can actually see what your name is in color. And so I did that for both Amy Blankensop Barroso and Amy Barroso. And immediately I could see the difference. Like I could see the energy, it felt better for Amy Barroso. So I immediately went to Facebook and took out my maiden name. Sorry, Dad. But I just chucked that out the window. And honest to God, within 24 hours, I had 5 clients that wanted to work with me. And let me tell you, like they were always there. But what I did was I tweaked the energy. And now all of a sudden I'm listening to the same radio station that these clients are listening to, and they find me. So that's what you're doing when you're into a rebrand situation. Like it's just a refresh. So you change up the energy by infusing your soul color into your branding, into your story. And then all of a sudden, boom, people are like, where did Judy come from? But she was always here. Like Susan was always in my network, but now all of a sudden this energetic shift happened, and now people are really seeing you. So I just find that to be a really interesting example of a very small change, like just removing that vibrational energy from one spot, and then all of a sudden, yeah. Did I get a jaw drop from you, Judy? Did I get a jaw drop? Yeah, yeah.
And right on 11/11.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, we are all about the numbers and the letters and the master numbers. So what do I want to do? Are we ready to kind of see things a little bit differently? I know a lot of you have, like most of you have heard of color. But I'm just going to ask you, even if you are aware of the energetic properties, to just kind of look at your business in a bit of a different way today and see it through the eyes of your CEO color. Don't look at them as Judy and Susan and Sharon, the like the energy workers or the salesperson. Like I want you to put on the glasses that are the color of your CEO today. Okay. So we're ready to expand our minds. Yeah. Woo! Just get your mind blown on a Wednesday morning on hump day. Who doesn't want that? Okay. And we're also going to be able to see ourselves a little bit differently. And even though people study color, when we study the energy and psychology of color, each of us brings our own baggage and our own gifts to that information. So I may teach it or speak it differently than Susan or Sharon, and Judy might see it completely differently because she is not really in the circle just yet about using this information, right? She has had a session with me, but today we're going to look at things a little bit differently. So let's just go. I want to ask you, before we get all into that, if you're ready to create your CEO color, see what that is. What do you want out of your business? What stage are you at, and where do you want to go? Like what's your main goal on the top of the list right now for your business? And there's only 3 of us, so you can like unmute if you're comfortable. Sharon?
I think I'm at a shift. so what I'm doing now, I need to remain calm and consistent and not scattered, and I'm going to use the word noisy from an energy perspective.
Yeah.
Just to have it calm and collected, and then find out where I'm headed to. Because I'm at the 17, 20-year mark of one career, and things are changing. So, and I'm okay with that, but I'm ready for it. So I'm curious to know where my CEO is shifting to, whether it's deepening into the massage therapy and all of that, or if it's going more this way, or more colors, or more hands-on other work. I don't know.
Okay. So is there something that you want to work on right now that you want to, like, you want clarity, it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah, clarity. Okay. So what about you, Judy?
So I'm ready for my business to be seen and to go viral. How's that for an answer?
That's awesome. And okay, and what is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your desire level around being seen? Because some people have, they say they want to be seen, but then they're a little nervous because being seen means you have to be seen.
Hello, that scares the crap out of me, so I know it's the right goal.
So easy. You're so easy, Judy. Okay, amazing. But you didn't give me a number. Where are you?
As far as ready,
Yeah.
9, because there's still that little, just okay, do it.
Okay. Listen, man, I can get you to a 10. These color bottles can get you to a 10.
I know, that's why I'm sitting here.
I know. Okay, Judy,
Okay.
Susan, what's going on with you? What's your what's your major want? I know you're working on some pretty cool stuff right now. So what's happening?
I have 2 wants. One is
you getting greedy with the 2 wants, Susan?
I know. One is the self-care soul sessions, and
Yeah.
that is moving along its path. And the other one I can't tell you because it's my 21-day goal, so I can't tell you that.
Somebody has met Dave.
Don't you even ask. I'm not even, if you hold me down and tickle me, I'm not telling you. No, honestly, and both of those are just yeah, they're just sustaining my energy like there's no tomorrow, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying them. I'm a little bit sick of listening to myself on Looper, but other than that, it's
Susan,
it's
this
so funny.
makes my heart so happy that you're using that, because really, like, what we're learning is just repetition. Oh, what have you got, Judy? What's that?
Card, or gold card. Yeah.
Okay.
So and I'm at a 10. Like, so I'm doing it. Like, I get up every day and I'm doing it, and I'm my head is in the game all the time. Like, it's all the time in the game. And if I'm not doing that, I'm listening to Curtis Jackson. So remember I told you I was doing an audible book with Curtis Jackson.
Now, what's his name? What's his name? Like his stage name?
50 Cent.
Okay, Susan is listening to a book. It's an audio book, right?
It's an audio book, but it's about business.
Yeah.
And it's by Curtis Jackson, and Curtis Jackson is 50 Cent. And the reason why I started listening to it is because I had these free credits, and I went, 50 Cent has a book out. He's hot. I think he's really hot. So I'm listening to him, and he's reading it. So now he's reading to me every day. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm there. I'm at a 10.
You're a 10.
I'm moving through it all.
Okay. And I didn't, Sharon, you disappeared, but I didn't get a number from you. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at with wanting to get clarity in moving forward?
This many times. I need it just because of where I am in my sandwich of life right now.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I need to have that understanding because it's been in the background for too long now. Like, since I started the colors with you, since we, back when.
Yeah.
So it's gradually grown. So I'm here for a reason. Today's the day. Like, I've tried to hook up how many weeks now to be here at 11 o'clock and said, I can't do it. And it's like, today's the day that I can be here. And now you're talking about this. So obviously,
yeah,
the energy's got me in the right spot with everything that I've got going on. So I'm with Judy and Susan on let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. So the energy of color is really a great business tool, but it's also a great personal tool. So I like to work with it in a business aspect, like going in deep, creating those unique brand stories. I like to use it to create messaging. I like to use it, but honest to God, this system is actually the red pill or the blue pill, whichever one he takes. I can't remember which is the good one, but it is an entryway, a gateway into a conversation with entrepreneurs, because all of our shit gets brought up. And the really cool thing about the energy of these bottles is that when you get that, like, so Judy's at a 9, and just to get to the 10, there's still that little tiny bit. So in order to smoothly move from that 9 to 10, bath in a bottle. Like, just get your ass in a bottle and go in with the intention that it's going to clear out. And that's the perfect thing. Like, it's gentle, it's graceful, it's beautiful. It gets into your DNA, it gets into your cells. And then when it leaves the tub, so does all of your stickiness around a want, or your limiting beliefs around this want, your fear. You can, like, metaphorically watch that fear go down the drain. Yes, it is a genie in a bottle. That is correct. And the genie's name is Melissa, and she lives down in South Africa, and we just went to go see her. And honest to God, watching this woman manage people and allow people to be, which is what we do. You know, when you're doing a sales call, Judy, you have to, we know we're dealing with their paradigm. We know we have to allow them to be. And then it's our job to sort of, you know, funnel them down into a belief that you got this, Judy. Like, what the fuck? You are totally down with this. You're at a 9. You're already at a 10. Like, I don't even know why you said 9, honest to God. But when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, the colors are a very gentle way to guide you into alignment with your soul's purpose. And so right now, we're going to go in and do the calculations for the soul color. So you may already know this. I'm just going to share the screen. Oh, did you just do an elevator move down?
Yes, I'm standing. So I'm up and down. Sorry.
Like, you were like, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm just going to drop down.
I'm just looking for note paper. That's all to do this on.
Okay, let me just go in and, okay. Clearly, we already know what inspired y'all to be here today. Divine intervention. Like, honestly, let's think about that for a second. The events that had to happen in order for you to show up on this call, to be with these other 2 people, these other 3 people, me included, to like the ancestral timing that had to happen, the timing this morning that had to happen for you to just pop in your email and see it. Like, doesn't that just blow your mind? Like,
every day.
Yeah. And you think about it, you're like, oh, that was a coincidence. That was serendipity. No, that was divine timing, bitch. Like, that's what goes on in the universe.
It's the invisible blessings that we each and all have access to. We just have to see them and know.
And you know what? I am so glad you 3 are on together, because I think you would all love each other. Like, we need to have some kind of mastermind group where all 3 of us get on, all 4 of us get on, because we would rock some rockets, honestly. Okay.
You think.
Where am I? How come I can't click this? Why are we not moving? Okay. Oh, yes. Can you see this? Embrace your brilliance. The scale. Can you see the scale? All right. So,
oh, wait, maybe I can.
I'm going to equate that, but I don't want to assume. Where are you on the scale of embracing your brilliance? How brightly are you shining today? What is that number? Just type it in the chat. I like to know what I'm dealing with on these calls.
My brilliance scale, like right now,
Yeah.
without you, it's lower.
Oh, you're at a 13 just since you hopped on this call?
Yeah, I'm super
Okay,
excited.
can we do it? Can we do it, people? Oh, like give us a jaw drop. Oh, like so. Yes, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. This is so good. Like hanging out with people who are like vibing out of 10 all the time. It's so fun. It really is fun. Okay. Which is why I knew that you all would be really great together. And I actually did not know who was coming on this call today. I didn't check the list and I just threw out the link. So divine right here. All right.
10:25.
You're going to get your pen and paper. I'm going to write down your birthday. And then you're going to put little plus signs in between every number of your birthday. That's probably going to give you a double digit. And then you want to add those two to get your single digit. And if you have another double digit after the double digit, just keep adding and adding until you get to a single digit. Okay. And once you know what that number is, what your life path number is, just type that in the chat so we know who we got today. Yes, 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 yes. 24/6. Yes. Judy, 2. What made up the 2? What was the double digit number that got you to a 2?
11.
Of course. That's the only number it could have been, right?
Yeah.
No, it could have been a 20. It could have been a 20.
Oh, it was
I'm
11.
not feeling
baby.
so challenged right now with my numbers.
It was 11.
And Sharon, 34/7. Okay, I knew this. Sharon and I are both the same. So you have two 34/7s on the call today, which is really even more remarkable when you think about all the combinations that we could have ended up with today. And we got two the same. Okay. For today, so let's find out what the life path is for you. So Susan is pink, beautiful pink. Judy is beautiful blue. So we got the masculine, the divine feminine showing today for that balance. And then we've got two turquoises that will flank that masculine and feminine just to add some woo-woo to the group today and add some turquoise energy. So nice. All right. When it comes, so okay, now what I want you to do is take that last digit that you got, the 6, the 2, and the 7, and I want you to type in the chat the color that goes with that. So we hit our color just one more time. I have people that come to this call like every week, and every week they forget what their color is. So I'm working on infusing this color with yourself. Blue, pink, turquoise for Sharon. And when she comes back to her laptop, she will type that in. Okay. All right. We have turquoise, blue, and pink today, but I am going to run through the other ones only because somebody in your family may be this color, or someone you're planning on working with in a partnership might be this color. And I want you to have access in the recording to be able to refer back. Okay. So I'll do it a little quickly just so we have the information quick. So the yellow the yellow CEO is ruled by the sun, and they are really a luminary. They have this sort of personality that people want to be around. The sun is like warm. It's the life force of our planet, and so you kind of become, or the yellow CEO kind of becomes that person in their world, right? Not to everyone in the world, but to their world. They will be that person people are attracted to. So what is a little issue? I'm going to say issue. I don't think that's the right word. If someone else has a better word, then put that in the chat. A little thing for the sun to watch out for, the yellow people to watch out for, is that they tend to let their ego get in the way. They tend to feel the warmth of others, but then use their superpowers not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like they get a little self-centered. They get a little bit I know everything. So the sun people can be a little bit demanding. They get used to that attention and then they want more of it, like a little attention monger. So that's something that if you are a yellow CEO, that you kind of need to watch out for and just stay on top of that. Anybody in the house have a friend who might be having the traits of this number one color, this yellow color? Because what's interesting is if you know somebody with these traits and then we look at their birthday and we can see, oh, like that's why, or maybe it's coming from a different area, a different trait that comes with them. So blue, Miss Judy, the compassionate, perceptive, strategic watcher that you are. That's a mouthful, huh? All of that to say that you like to observe and then respond. You like to watch and then make a very logical kind of decision about how to move forward. Decisions are not super fast because you tie them into your emotions. How's this going to make me feel? Now, if you can just use this energy because you have the ability to go, I feel good, let's do it. No gap between the feeling and the decision to do something, right? So this is a really great thing about the moon people, the blue people, is that they have this ability to really pick up, be perceptive, make an emotional choice. Yes, this feels good. And then say, yes, I'm going for it. And the other way also applies. So like, no, this doesn't feel good. I'm not going for it. No, this partnership with this person, there's something about it. I don't feel good. I'm not doing it. So there's no need for the delay in decision making, but sometimes you can get locked up in that emotion and that's what's going to stop the decision making. So the colors, working in the color system and having these analysis done is actually really great because it can give you a tool to make decisions. Like you can see it in color and go, yeah, that feels good, when you're training your intuition as a blue person. Does that make sense, Judy? Got it. Okay. Any questions? Okay. The coral, our little character, our little charismatic actress in the coral. The coral people are really beautiful. My best friend is a coral person. And let me tell you, this girl has a Rolodex in her brain of stories that she can pick up when the conversation is dying in a room. Like she can go in and all of a sudden come up with something that will have the whole room captivated and engaged with her story. And that's sort of the general rule of these coral people. They can capture an audience with their storytelling, with their charismatic nature. And so they are really great in business as a salesperson, which my best friend is a salesperson. And when you look at the coral is the complementary color, the opposite color to turquoise. And I have as much turquoise in my birth lineup as my best friend has in coral. So we're actually like this amazing mirror for one another. And even though we're born within 3 days of one another, we're the same birth sign, we are completely different in how we activate that birth sign. And I think the difference comes because she's got this coral energy and I've got the turquoise energy. And then when we put it together as an Aries person, it looks different. And this answered so many questions for me, because when I would look at her and go, she seems to be like the quintessential Aries woman. And I don't feel like that. And I never made sense to me until I read our colors, and I'm like, oh, like that's where she gets that. And this is where I get my sort of introspectiveness, Aries personality. So if you have someone who's the same sign as you, and you're like, that just is not adding up at all, like I don't get how they could be the same as me, then you start to look at their color and you go, okay, so there's more information behind there, right? So the coral person is very charismatic, and what they have to watch out for is that inner child that might pop up and start making decisions for them instead of their grown-ass woman self. The inner child's going to pop up and go, let me screw with your money, let me screw with your business, let me mess around and not do things like with good intention, not good intention, without thought behind it, like smart business decisions. So that's kind of where the coral person can use the support of the colors in their business. Okay, any questions so far? Are we still here? Are you finding this interesting? Good, I'm glad, because I want to make sure that I talk about color to anyone who's willing to listen, that I introduce them to the energy and the power behind this information. So I want you to be interested and engaged and loving this information. All right, the number 4 CEO is a double color. It's turquoise and yellow. This can make my partner Brian is a number 4 person. So when I think about number 4, I think about his personality, which is very introspective, but when he wants to be, he can turn on the charm and the joy and just go out and be the organizer of a really fabulous party, or he can be the center of attention because he's got that yellow bit in there, that sun energy, right? People are attracted to me. But the turquoise part on the bottom makes him protective of his energy. So he is not open to everyone who comes his way. He really watches who he allows into his energy field. So as a number 4 turquoise yellow CEO, you have the ability to attract those dual personalities. You can attract the turquoise people that are really woo-woo and visionary thinking, and you can attract the logically minded, academic, really super smart yellow CEOs as well. So you want to be careful though, because this kind of person can go, they can overthink shit. Like, oh my God, you can sit in indecision for months, years. So they could really use the support of like the yellow person who's just like, okay, let's go, let's do it. Or the red energy, that number 9 at the end we're going to talk about, just to kind of kickstart them, because they'll overthink everything. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm raising a number 4.
How's that going for you?
Fantastic. He'll be 17 in February, so we're still getting along.
Good. Well, that's because you two have the connection of the turquoise, right? You've got that turquoise in the 7 bottle. He's got it much deeper in his bottle. So I think that that's how you two are connecting, that you get him on that subconscious level, and that will allow you to embrace him on the sun level and watch him sit in his joyous, awesome self, right? Yeah. Okay. Where are we now? Green is the kind of person in business who will start new awesome ideas all the time. So these people should have a journal of really awesome ideas, and they should keep writing them down, because what I was learning is that when you start projects over and you get like, I want to start another one, and you get all excited and then you drop it, the energy behind the drop is the fear of failing in that in that new thing that you've started. So I used to be like that. I would start something new and then it would get me all jazzed up and then I would just stop and not follow through on the service I was going to offer or the business idea. And what that does out in the world is does not put a lot of confidence in people about your ability to stick to something. So how can I hire you as a coach if you're going to just, you know, tomorrow you're going to be looking at a squirrel in another direction? So the five, the green is a 5 energy. So when you look at the 5, you look at your 5 fingers, and then those 5 fingers go off in like this direction, this direction, this direction. So that can mean that you can actually be really great in multiple areas in your business, but it can also mean that you get sidetracked by things like just going off in different directions. So it's great energy to have. It's just the color can come in handy to try to rein in these new ideas and these new starts that you keep getting yourself into, and allow you to make decisions on which ones are solid and which ones are just taking you away from your vision. Yeah. Okay. 6. Here we go, Miss Susan McKenzie. Wearing pink today, that she, you know, just glowing in her soul colors. Awesome. Okay, what do I want to say about the pink? The energy of pink is high vibration. It's like light added to red. So these people are vibrating at a pretty high level and can get a tendency to be a bit like over excited about what they're doing, like to the point where their bodies are actually like trying to get rid of that energy, you know, like they'll be like sort of moving around or really like talking with their hands and trying to get like really excited about, well, they're not trying to, they are excited, and that energy needs to come out, it needs to be released. And so when you're talking about the pink CEO, they have the ability to really fire start the action on things, because the red root chakra is like that 9 energy at the end of the scale that we'll talk about. But when you add the light to that energy, it intensifies all of the red traits. So this is the love and the money CEO. This is the CEO who can charge pretty much whatever she wants because people love her and will pay whatever she's asking for. No discounts. I think we talked about this before. Like, do not put discounts in if you are a pink CEO. It doesn't equal this, it doesn't align, right? You are trying to create opulence and luxury and beauty with your ideas, and then you throw a slash mark in a price and try and like cheapen it. No cheapie. Yes, it is what it is, and people will pay. I'm telling you. Yeah, Susan.
That's so funny you say that. I just before this, I had another call. Talk to some. The number one thing that I hate about people who are pitching is when they say things like, and this is a $5,000 value, but for you, you can pay today $2,997. And I go, well, if it's a $5,000 value, why aren't you asking $5,000? Like
Yes.
that doesn't show your worth at all. And that's one of the main things that irritates me. I never do that, but I also don't charge enough. Anyway, I just wanted to say.
Well, yeah, exactly. And because you've got that energy in you that you wouldn't do it, when you see it, it's going to be like, oh, it's just going to repel you. Your gorgeous pink divine self is going to be like, oh, what are they doing? Like, why would they even do that? But if they have the energy behind them that supports that, then all the power to them, because they're activating that energy behind them. Now, there is a color, I can't remember which one it is, actually. I'm going to have to refer to my notes, because there is one where they do need to do that. It's the all encompassing one. Being inclusive. So there is a color, and I can't, maybe you can think of it, Susan, that needs to be inclusive, that needs to bring people in. So they need to have multiple price points so that they can bring in everybody. They don't want to, maybe it's the 7 person. Maybe it's that one who just wants everyone to have fun and everyone to join the party. So they have to have, it could be me. I don't know. It could be me and Sharon. Anyway, I'll check into that and check it out. Yes, but you are correct, Susan. You would be repelled by that, but then your challenge with that, your lesson with that is to everything is perfect. Like just love on that person who's doing that. It may not be for you, and you can you're for sure allowed to have that not be for you. Chris entered the waiting room. Oh, hello, Chris. I don't know who you are, but we'll let you in. Yeah, so when you are sort of kind of pushing down on the person for doing that, you just have to recognize it and go, everything is perfect, right? Like they can do what they want, I can do what they want, and not have such a visceral reaction to it, because I think that visceral reaction is you mirroring, like something is mirroring to you, like, okay, I got to stick to my guns. If it's 5,000, it's 5,000. But there's a part of you in your belly that's like, like, can I really say and spit out $5,000? Which is why they're not charging it. And it's why you won't charge it as well. So yeah, cool. But the color, like the process of doing the color work is that you work through that. You bath in a bottle, you meditate with a bottle, you sit with a bottle, you get it on your body, it gets into your DNA, and then you can release that, or at least look at it from a perspective that we may have never looked at it before, because that's the goal today. How are we going to look at our businesses a little bit differently? How do we respond to people in business when they're doing something that isn't really aligned with what we want to do, right? So get in a bath. That's my answer. Okay. Hello, Chris. I'm not sure who Chris is. If you'd like to go on camera, we'd love to see you. If you have anything you want to add, you can jump into the conversation. I'm just going through the different color CEOs right now, and I will be sending you the link. If you leave me your email in the chat, I can send you the replay. So right now we're talking about the 7 CEO, the turquoise CEO. And this is the visionary of the group. This is what Sharon on the call is, and what I am, a 34/7. So we get these crazy ideas and we want to put them out into the world. And sometimes those ideas are actually like 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead of the rest of the people on the planet who aren't ready for it, right? Like, so Sharon may have had some, like I met Sharon actually quite a while ago, like 15 years ago, has it been, maybe? Something like that. Yeah. And when I met Sharon, yeah, around that time, when I met Sharon, I was like, what is this woman all about? Like, she is a woo-woo chick. And before I really understood what that whole world was all about, like she was doing, shaman activity and using her feathers and doing, rituals that I'd never even heard of before. And so she's got that 7 energy in her. So she would have been, and the reason why I'm attracted to her is because I saw that kind of coolness in her that I wanted to be a part of. It just took me another 15 years or 10 years to actually like embody who I really am in this turquoise energy, and just get on the Sharon train. and then get Sharon on the color train, and then we just go even further together, which is so awesome. But like I said earlier, the turquoise person is kind of like, because they got some green in there, like the yellow and the blue. They have the ability to come up with like a ton of ideas and then get squirreled out, like, oh, diamond, oh, shiny object, and squirrel over here. And so that's another reason why we might have trouble making decisions, because we're attracted to the next shiny object. And really what we need to do is get into this color and then refocus down. What is really important? What is my vision? Stick to my vision, have a plan, create a goal, and stick to it. And then have a group, a network around us to help us stick to it, because we will go sideways very quickly. Judy got lipstick on for her Q&A. I love it. So yeah, that's the turquoise. So a positive is that we are very visionary. We have a ton of great ideas. And a negative is we are visionary and have a ton of ideas. Like it can be a positive or a negative for us. So keeping ourselves on track with people that know our vision and can help us stay on the vision is important. Networking, not networking, like masterminds and groups that can be supportive. The violet people, these people are always so focused on perfection. And perfection is sometimes a great thing and sometimes a bad thing. Like we've all got positive and negatives that when taken to the extreme can actually be detrimental or can be really supportive to your goal. The violet people are really about their legacy. What am I going to leave behind for my children? What am I going to leave behind for the planet? What can I do to make an impact on this world, in this world? And so all of their activity is quite purpose driven. They do things that are really close to their hearts because that violet is the crown chakra. They would be probably really good in like a spiritual environment. So the woo-woo stuff would be great for them. Violet is an abundant color, so they too would have the ability to kind of charge what they wanted. Not necessarily like the discounting would probably affect them the same way as the pink because they work really hard to perfect their craft. And they will not tolerate others in their space that also don't take the same amount of pride in their work. So they're not going to be happy with a half-asser, that's for sure. They want people in their vortex that do what they say they're going to do, they do it well, and they will not say congratulations or pat you on the back because it's expected. They just, I would do it that way, you do it that way. Why do I need to say thank you for doing your job? Like that's the kind of people that they are. And they might actually come across a little bit difficult to talk to or kind of cold or aloof, but really it's an honor to be working with them and get like even a thank you out of them. So just know that you're doing well if you get that from them. And sorry, I'm just going to go back because one last thing about like one thing that this violet needs to work on is the judgment part of things, like constantly judging people and themselves about their ability to complete a job, their ability to do a job, their ability to just be on this planet. Like it's a really, judgment is the color, the violet color is about judgment. So just if you are a violet CEO, just, maybe you might want to pop out a, hey, great job to your staff or to your partner or to your children and not just totally expect them to be perfect all the time. Okay. Just saying, you might catch more bees with honey. And now we're going to do the last one. This is Mars. This is ruled, this is the number 9 CEO, and it's a red and orange combo. So this one is the salesperson color personality. This one is, I'm going to take your visionary idea and I'm just going to blaze right through anyone who doesn't believe that it's good for them and make them believe that it's good for them, because I'll just shove it down their throat in the most loving and gentle way. Not really. They'll just be like, hey, I found this Swiffer vac, and the Swiffer vac is like so amazing and you really need to get one. And I don't care if you've never heard of like a self squirting mop before, but you need to get this in your home because it's going to be wicked awesome and you'll never use anything else. Like they'll be talking 100 miles an hour. They'll be taking a visionary concept and making you love it. They have the ability to take that cosmic idea, bring it down to the red root chakra and make it wonderful for those who live on this planet. Does that make sense? Like they'll be able to take your crazy idea and make the general public think that it's good for them right now in this moment. they can be a little in your face and aggressive because they're ruled by the Mars planet. So they, toning it down, getting angry really quickly or getting their nose at a joint because, whoa, why wouldn't Susan want the Swiffer back? Like, it's the best fucking thing ever. I don't know why she would. And like, they would get kind of angry and they may get confrontational with people. So their job is to learn to love things right. Susan's okay not to like the Swiffer vac. It's okay if she doesn't want to have chemicals in her house or whatever. Like they have to take on this a little bit of a calmer attitude, just because they can be a little overbearing with all that Mars and red energy going on. But the orange in there is very creative. They'll come up with super creative ways why Susan needs the Swiffer vac. They'll come up with creative ways in business to speak about their product in a different way that no one's ever heard of. They may even take two products that don't even exist together and somehow make them go together with that creative energy. So they'd be great people to have in your business, like for sales purposes, or just having that really awesome Mars energy in your meetings and in your business to add the rocket fuel, right? So that was a lot of chatting about the colors. And I really hope that when you watch the replay, you'll be able to go to like what my husband is or what my children are, or what my friends are, and just kind of see how they frame up inside those descriptions. Now, obviously, there's a ton more information. This is just one thing about one color that's in your lineup. The branding with soul that I do is I look at your name, your birthday, and your business name, and we put all of that together, and we can create content, we can create colors, we can create a brand message, we can create the story behind your brand. You can get insights on what the purpose is of this. Like, you have your purpose going into your business, but when you see the colors behind it and the messages in those colors, you actually go, oh my God, like, never even thought that this was in my business to begin with, but I really love that message. And then that can start to build a new service or a new mission for your business that you didn't even know existed. So I find it really great when you're in a rebrand situation. I've worked with many people on rebranding. I only work with people on rebranding now that are going to go through this analysis that I do, because there's so much information that I get out of it as the brand consultant and the designer that I can't get any other way now. I can't get it from just having a conversation with someone. They have to go through this process. And that's what makes me different. If they want to just throw something out there, that's totally cool. And there's tons of marketers and designers and brand consultants out there that can help them do that. But this is what I feel sets your usual brand from an aligned spiritual brand that really fits with your soul's purpose, right? So right now, we're going to go into a little meditation, a little visualization. Do we have time for this, ladies? Do you have the capacity to sit quietly for about 12 minutes? Sharon, up and down Sharon. Can you go sit somewhere?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. I want you to be able to sit. I don't and just tell those boys of yours to just be quiet for a moment so you can just get focused in. Are you there? Are they there? Okay, she shut it down.
No, they're not here. It's the dog.
Oh, the dog is even wanting to get in on it. Okay, so let's pretend that the dog is now feeling the color energy and is just going to be relaxed with you. Okay, good. Feel free to turn off your video to, nobody wants to be stared at while their eyes are closed. I want you to feel totally comfortable. I will also turn off my video. And I'm going to start some music. Excusez-moi. All right, I'm going to start this music. And first of all, I just want you to get into that position, a nice comfy position. I'll turn down this music. And I want you to find a place that's really comfortable for you. Or just take in some deep breaths. Your eyes gently. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Releasing any tension, any worries. I want you to keep the vibration high, but I just want you to calm high vibration, in control vibration. And with each breath, allow your connection to the outside world to fade away as you turn your focus inward. Let your body relax completely, beginning with your toes and working your way up to your crown. Everywhere in between, just relaxing. And now I'd like you to envision your soul's color, the turquoise, the blue, the pink, whichever was yours. I want you to envision it as a soft, inviting light. It's just enveloping you, taking over your auric field, and creating a sacred cocoon for your meditation today. This radiant CEO colored light, this life path light, is your guide and protector on this transformative journey we're on today. I want you to imagine yourself in a serene, secluded forest, bathed in the soft, filtered light of the setting sun. And all around you, there's vibrant foliage and ancient trees. And all of these help create a tranquil atmosphere for you to take this journey in. This forest represents the vast and profound essence of your soul. I want you to take a minute and connect with your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. And with each breath, allow yourself to become more attuned to the energy of the forest surrounding you. Become more attuned to the essence of your soul. You can do this in your mind or actually physically do this, but I want you to extend your hand gently to touch the trees and the plants. And as you do, feel a warm, welcoming energy enveloping you. The forest begins to shift and transform, condensing into a radiant orb of iridescent light. Sparkling with every color of the rainbow in a beautiful pale iridescent tones of that rainbow. And then watch this luminous ball as it transforms once more into 5 colors. It's transforming into the blue, into that pink, into that turquoise, and it's floating above your hands. And as you gaze upon your soul's color, notice its intensity and vibrancy. Does it shine brightly? Does it radiate with a gentle glow? Just notice what this color is doing because it's reflecting your emotional state in this moment. Allow those 10s, those 13s those high vibrational energy frequencies to go into that ball, to increase the intensity of your soul's color in your hands. Observe how feelings of love and joy and gratitude make your soul's color shine even brighter. Recognize the profound connection between your emotions and your soul's color. And now I'd like you to add this ball of energy into your auric field, intensifying that cocoon that you created earlier. Adding more of your life path color into your energy field. Infuse it and accept its unique qualities into your auric field. Feel its warmth and listen for its wisdom as it becomes an intrinsic part of your being. And now, through the soles of your feet, allow this pink auric energy field to be sucked up into your body, into your knees, through your feet. Use your soles as like a vacuum that is sucking up this pink energy and bringing it into your body. It's going into your shins, into your knees, into your thighs, and then it's landing in your root chakra at the base of your spine. And visualize your soul's color gently infusing this chakra, grounding you and reinforcing your sense of security and stability on this planet. Allow this color of your soul to infuse this space. Allow it to spin vibrantly, glow vibrantly, increase the intensity in this root chakra area. And once that root chakra is overflowing with your soul's color energy, I want you to allow it to move up into the sacral space in your lower abdomen. It's like your soul's color is filling the hydraulic system of your energy in your body. And once it's so full in the root, it's going to push that up into the solar plexus, into the sacral. And I want you to feel your soul's color nurturing your creativity and your passion and filling you with vitality and joy. And build up that energy so much so, the only way to go is up into the solar plexus chakra in that upper abdomen. Sense your soul's color strengthening your self-esteem and confidence and radiating with your inner strength, your I am strength. And step into that and allow that energy to build the frequency and energy of the color that you are infusing into your solar plexus. And then allow that energy to move up into the heart chakra, the center of the chest. Let your soul's color expand within your heart. Oh, just wrapping you in love and compassion and harmony. And when you leave this call today, you will leave with the energy of your soul's color. You will beam that out. You can send this energy to your family members right now. You can send it to anyone you've had conflict with. You can send it to anyone you would love. You can send it to your children, your friends. Send out this energy of your heart chakra, but it is not green. It is the color of your soul. And when the heart chakra is so full of love, it has nowhere else to go but up into the throat chakra. Allow your soul's color to flow into your throat, inspiring clear communication and authentic expression. And when you leave here today, you will speak with the energy of your soul's color. This is the vibration that will come out in your words today, because you have amped this chakra so much that it has to come out, and it's going to come out in beautiful words from you today. And then when that is completely full of your amazing soul color, it's going to move up into the third eye chakra, this one between your eyebrows. You'll feel your soul's color awakening your intuition and inner wisdom and sharpening your perception of truth. And when you go out into the world today, you will use this intuition to bring in new, amazing ideas through the energy of your soul's color. Energy so strong, it will attract to you clients that will want to work with you. It will attract new ideas for services. It will give you confidence to take the next step in your business. Now, with all that good stuff fueled up in your third eye chakra, we're going to move to the crown. And this is where you're going to visualize your soul's color connecting you to higher states of consciousness and spiritual awareness. This is where you're going to sit for a moment and listen. Listen for what the universe has to tell you, what your higher self has to tell you. Listen for a message of wisdom from your higher self. And as your soul's color harmonizes with each chakra, sense the balance and vitality it brings to your entire being. You are now completely integrated with your soul's radiant essence, aligning you with your true self. Just bask in the brilliance of your soul's color and the harmony it imparts to your mind, your body, and to your spirit. And remember, your soul's color is your eternal guide and companion on your life's journey. Embrace it, nurture it, allow it to illuminate your path towards profound self-awareness and fulfillment. And as you embark on your day, carry the wisdom of your soul's color with you, sharing its radiant positivity and warmth with the world around you. And when you're ready, gently return your awareness to the moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and stretch out your body. Open your eyes and turn on your camera. Ooh, helps if I turn on my camera. How did your 3 dogs enjoy that, Susan?
They were quiet as anything, which is a good thing. I think they're sleeping on the bed, all 3 of them, actually. Let sleeping dogs lie, as they say.
Yes, let sleeping dogs lie. Yes, that's exactly what they say. Do not disrupt the children when they're sleeping. No, no. Okay, well, I had an amazing time today. If you are feeling inspired, which, color always inspires, I'm just going to put the little mini reading into the chat. Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Where's my good morning links? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put 2 links in the chat. One, if you are ready to have a conversation and do the soul branding with soul analysis, then here is the link to do so. Voila. And if you would like to chat with me about what you learned here today, or have just a question you'd like answered, then feel free to book the mini session, which is a free session. The Branding with Soul is a signature service that I have where we look at your name and your company name and we do the analysis, and there's a 20-page report and all that stuff. And it's very cool. The mini reading is just if you have a question that you want to get answered. We talk about the different things. Like I do teaching, I do mentoring, I do the Branding with Soul, I do design. There's lots of things. So whatever you're feeling that you could use my support with, then we can determine that in the mini session, and then we can see where we move forward from that. Yeah. I love you both. I am so happy that you came today.
I love you too, Amy.
I would love that. I wasn't kidding. Like, I really think like Judy, Sharon, Susan, Amy would have a really great mastermind together. So if you're down with that, we should explore that and just keep each other on track and amped up to a 10 every day.
Say yes and show up. It's my motto.
Say yes and show up. Exactly. Okay, ladies, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining, and I will chat with you.
Nice to meet you, Susan.
Okay.
Nice to meet you,
Much
Sharon.
gratitude, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.